Live from New Delhi, you're watching DD India, India's voice to the world. This is DD India Live. My name is Mark Lin. Namaskar. Coming up in the next 30 minutes. Prime Minister Narendra Modi chairs a roundtable with leaders of the semiconductor industry. India to host Semicon India from the 11th to the 13th of September. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi assures the country's scientists of adequate resources for their endeavors. He stresses on the need to identify and remove obstacles in the research ecosystem. And Abu Dhabi's Crown Prince Sheikh Khalid bin Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan attends a business forum in Mumbai. India and the UAE, their companies exchange 10 agreements. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi chaired the Semiconductor Executives Roundtable at his official residence in New Delhi ahead of tomorrow's Semicon India 2024. Prime Minister will inaugurate Semicon India 2024 on Wednesday at the India Export Mart, which is in the India Expo Mart is in Greater Noida in Uttar Pradesh. Semicon India 2024 aligns with the Prime Minister's vision of transforming India into a global hub for semiconductor design, manufacturing and technology development. The three-day conference will bring together leading global figures, companies and experts from the semiconductor sector. And India is gearing up for a groundbreaking three-day event focused on the future of the semiconductor industry and technology, Semicon India 2024. It kicks off in Greater Noida, which is near New Delhi, India's capital, on the 11th of September. It will bring together industry leaders, experts and key government figures. With over 250 exhibitors from across the world, this event was going to position India as a potential global semiconductor hub. Let's take a closer look.
Themed Shaping the Semiconductor Future, Semicon India 2024 is a landmark event that aims to boost India's semiconductor ecosystem. With support from the Ministry of Electronics and Information and Technology and the India Semiconductor Mission, the exhibition is set to showcase the country's strides in electronics and semiconductor development. But the event is about more than just technology. It is about positioning India as a future leader in semiconductor manufacturing. Even though India's semiconductor industry is still in its early stages, the government has big plans. Several new semiconductor plants are under construction, including facilities in Gujarat and Assam. The Modi government has committed over $1 billion to boost the semiconductor and display manufacturing industry, with the aim of making India a self-reliant global power in this critical sector.
When Modi ji rolled out his vision about semiconductor nation, and subsequently then there were policies announced by very important two ministers, Ashwini Vaishnav ji and Rajiv Chandrasekhar ji. They really thought through what India should do about semiconductor.
The Indian government's production-linked incentive scheme is a major driver behind this push, attracting investments and creating jobs. This industry has the potential to create 25,000 direct and 75,000 indirect jobs in the coming years. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has also on many occasions emphasized how important semiconductor production is for India's long-term technology goals.
So far, as you know, we have had very good traction. So, first project was Micron, which was approved. It's an ATNP. It is approved for almost 22,000 crores. And then came the Tata Fab. They are partnering with Taiwan foundry, one of the major foundry players, PSMC. And also Tata is coming up with one OSAT facility in Assam. Also CG Power is coming up with a OSAT facility in Gujarat. And their technology partner is Renesas Japan, which is a big name in semiconductors.
Semiconductors power everything from smartphones to cars. As India accelerates its manufacturing plans, this industry could be key to reducing import and India's dependency on other countries for this critical technology and in turn boosting local production. Dibyendu Mondal's report for DD India.
Well, India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Tuesday chaired the first meeting of the governing board of the Anusandhan National Research Foundation. It set the newly formed foundation's operations into motion, and this foundation aims to seed, grow and promote research and development and foster a culture of research and innovation throughout India's universities, colleges, research institutions and R&D laboratories. The foundation acts as an apex body to provide high-level strategic direction of scientific research in the country as per the recommendations of the National Education Policy. Moving on, India-UAE Business Forum was held in India's financial capital in Mumbai under the theme of Beyond SEPA, Innovation and Future-Ready Economies. So what's happened is that the forum, it focused on the potential of healthcare, biotechnology, renewable energy, sustainability, AI, logistics and supply chains, and agricultural technology. India's Commerce and Industry Minister, or Trade Minister as the world knows it, Piyush Goyal, said that the vision of Viksit Bharat has been encompassed in several visits and exchanges between the two countries.
Together, this relationship standing on the pillars of innovation, investment and sustainable development holds an outstanding future going forward. Friends, this transformation is very much in sync with the 50-year vision that the UAE has embarked upon and Honorable Prime Minister's own transformational journey for India.
The minister also met UAE's Minister of State for Foreign Trade, Thani bin Ahmed Al Zioudi. Leaders discussed opportunities under the India-UAE Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement and advancing bilateral trade relations through collaborative efforts. The forum highlighted India's commitment to fostering a forward-looking relationship with the UAE. It also saw participation from senior industry leaders and sector experts from UAE and India. The event witnessed exchange of 10 agreements between the UAE and Indian companies, including Organic Agricultural and Processed Food Import and Promotion MOU, Abu Dhabi Chamber and Confederation of Indian Industry, and more.
Today it's 70 billion parameters, and it's the largest group of dialects in Arabic in the world. So we really feel that this is going to follow the same path, if not faster. We want to collect more data in across the Indian languages, I think, of which we already have started collecting a lot more. We want to find partners to work with in India to develop this model collaboratively. And I think in this specific area of AI, we have to work together to develop it. And we really hope that India will embrace this model and take it on and build it with us.
Indian medicines will see a significant share of the business across the globe, and we have already shown that some of those results already. Coming to personalized medicine and AI, I can tell you, I have seen the M42, the way in UAE they have developed. I think it is also a lesson for many of these Indian companies to work together, to collaborate together, and to see how it can bring, better results for us.
India's External Affairs Minister, Dr. S. Jaishankar, is on a two-day visit to Germany. The objective of the visit is to review the entire gamut of bilateral relations and to explore further opportunities for collaboration. The minister's visit to Berlin will also lay the groundwork for Germany's Chancellor Olaf Scholz's visit to India next month. Germany stands as one of India's significant trading partners and a leading source of foreign direct investment, or FDI. Dr. Jaishankar attended the annual Ambassadors Conference of the German Foreign Office in Berlin on Tuesday, and this conference brings together German ambassadors from around the world to discuss key diplomatic strategies and international relations. Addressing that conference, Dr. Jaishankar stressed on the importance of good strategic relations between India and Germany.
We must also recognize the reality of interdependence and the limitations of our particular respective national capabilities. In a globalized existence, instability anywhere has consequences everywhere. It is untenable, therefore, for major nations to limit their horizons. But to act on that, it is necessary to forge partnerships and understandings. That is best done where there is comfort, where there is confidence, and where there is convergence.
At a panel discussion with the German Foreign Minister Baerbock, Dr. Jaishankar mentioned that India is a $4 trillion economy and has 8% growth prospects for decades further to come.
There is a very sharp realization at the highest levels of the government that we have to make India a more business-friendly country. It isn't just bureaucracy. Sometimes we have outdated regulations and laws. There's a big push to modernize all of that. There's also, I think, a much greater inclination to hear from business. I find whether it's in India or when we go abroad, we actually actively solicit from business saying, please tell us your pain points.
India's Home Minister Amit Shah unveiled key initiatives to tackle cybercrime on Tuesday. The minister was attending the first Foundation Day celebration of the Indian Cybercrime Coordination Center 14C, where he launched 4 important initiatives aimed at promoting cyber safety and security, including starting a cyber fraud mitigation center. These efforts aim to bolster India's cybersecurity with platforms like Suspect Registry and Coordination Platform. The minister highlighted legislative advancements such as the Indian Judicial Code.
साइबर कमांडो परियोजना का शुभारंभ हुआ है। 5 साल में लगभग 5000 साइबर कमांडोज तैयार करने का लक्ष्य रखा गया है और समन्वय प्लेटफॉर्म वो भी एक प्रकार से बहुत उपयोगी साबित होने वाला है। 2024 में एक यूपीआई के ट्रांजैक्शन को ही ले ले तो 20,64,000 करोड़ के रकम का लेन देन हमने डिजिटली किया है और 46% विश्व का डिजिटल ट्रांजैक्शन का वॉल्यूम आज भारत में हो रहा है। मैं ये इसलिए बता रहा हूं कि एक प्रकार से सिद्धि है कि दुनिया में आधे डिजिटल ट्रांजैक्शन भारत में हो रहे हैं।
Tech giant Apple unveiled its artificial intelligence-boosted iPhone 16 range of smartphones at its flagship Glow Time event in Cupertino on Monday night. Apple bets that AI feature is going to drive consumers to upgrade, I beg your pardon, amid a slowdown in iPhone sales. Apple's intelligence is the company's software. It's the AI software. And Apple's AI features are designed to transform its virtual assistant Siri into smarter and more versatile forms with new features such as creating customized emojis within seconds. The test version of the Apple Intelligence, as it's called, will be able, and it's going to be available in the United States in the English language next month. And it will be available in other localized versions of English in December with versions in languages like Chinese, French, Japanese and Spanish later, perhaps next year. Now, the iPhone 16 lineup is the first Apple smartphone designed around these AI features. India's Minister of Electronics and Information Technology, Ashwini Vaishnav, announced in a new social media post that Apple's newly launched iPhone 16 has been made in India as part of the Make in India initiative of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's government. Still to come here on DD India Live. UK's Prime Minister Keir Starmer defends spending cuts for elderly ahead of a key vote. And all eyes are on the US presidential debate between Kamala Harris and Donald Trump.
Complex issues, hidden agendas, twists and turns, strategic games. We think all dots are linked. We just need to connect them. Join me every week as I connect the dots to unravel hidden designs in statecraft, mysteries, and decode issues that matter to you. Watch Connecting the Dots with me at these times on DD India.
You're watching DD India Live. I'm Mark Lynn. Moving on. The US Secretary of State Anthony Blinken's visit to Britain, and he met British Foreign Secretary David Lammy in London on Tuesday. At a joint press conference, Lammy announced that he will travel to Ukraine this week with Blinken in a first-of-its-kind joint visit for over a decade. Blinken, who is on a two-day visit to the United Kingdom, is scheduled to meet the Prime Minister Keir Starmer to discuss efforts to support Ukraine and also the West Asia conflicts. The leaders will also hold talks on the UK-US strategic dialogue and cover areas of defense and security. Blinken will also meet senior government officials to discuss issues including the Indo-Pacific, the AUKUS Defence Pact between the US, Australia and Britain. UK's Prime Minister Keir Starmer is in a speech to the Trades Union Congress. He told the delegates there that he is ready to take tough decisions and will not reverse plans to cut payments to elderly. Starmer also said that his main priority will be ensuring economic stability. The statement came ahead of a vote in Parliament on Tuesday to approve the decision.
I do have to make clear, from a place of respect, that this government will not risk its mandate for economic stability under any circumstances. And with tough decisions on the horizon, pay will inevitably be shaped by that.
Russia's defense ministry on Tuesday said to capture a town in eastern Ukraine and 3 other villages in Donetsk region. The Krasnogo-Rivka town lies 20 kilometers from Donetsk and served as a key stronghold for Kiev. Russian Security Council Secretary Sergei Shoigu ruled out any ceasefire talks with Ukraine after the Ukrainian incursion into Kursk region on August 6. Russian forces have advanced 1,000 kilometers in eastern Ukraine since last month.
Speaking about the diversion of forces, of course, the offensive that is going on in Donbass, practically on the front, there are almost 1,000 square kilometers. It becomes clear that the main desire was to distract our forces, so that we distract forces from there and move them to the Kursk direction. But thank God we have enough forces and the troops continue to advance.
All eyes are on the US presidential debate between Kamala Harris and Donald Trump. The 90-minute debate is to be hosted by ABC News, and it's going to take place in the city of Philadelphia at 0100 GMT. So what's happening is that pre-written notes are prohibited. Mics too are going to be muted to ensure a fair exchange. Polls indicate a tight race, as we know, and that makes this debate crucial in shaping voter opinions. The former President Donald Trump is now struggling with mounting concerns over his age, with Biden out of the presidential race, and Trump will be the oldest US president if he's elected to power by the end of his term. On Tuesday, Apple lost its appeal against the European Union order requiring it to pay 13 billion euros, that's about 14.4 billion US dollars, in back taxes to Ireland. This ruling is part of the EU's broader efforts to address preferential tax deals between member states and multinational corporations. The European Commission had originally issued the order in 2016, alleging that Apple had benefited from 2 favorable Irish tax rulings that allowed it to reduce its tax rate to to as low as 0.005% in 2014. That's no tax at all. Google's recent loss in its fight against the 2.42 billion euro EU fine highlights the ongoing scrutiny the company faces over its business practices. The European Commission had originally imposed this fine in 2017, accusing Google of unfairly promoting its own price comparison service over those of its competitors. Despite a lower tribunal upholding the fine in 2021, Google's appeal to the Court of Justice of the European Union has now been rejected. In addition to this fine, Google has accumulated a total of 8.25 billion euros in EU antitrust fines, and this is over the past decade. These fines include penalties related to its Android operating system as well as AdSense advertising service. SpaceX has launched its daring Polaris Dawn mission on Tuesday. This is a multi-day orbital expedition carrying a 4-member civilian crew for the first spacewalk by non-professional astronauts. Liftoff of Polaris Dawn, SpaceX said on X, alongside a photo of the rocket as it took off. SpaceX launched a private crew on a breakthrough spacewalk mission using the company's new spacesuits and a redesigned spacecraft. A billionaire entrepreneur, a retired military fighter pilot, and 2 SpaceX employees were launched from NASA's Kennedy Space Center in Florida aboard the SpaceX Crew Dragon capsule, the spacecraft's 5th private space mission. The Gift City in the western Indian state of Gujarat is setting new standards as a leading smart city, boasting advanced infrastructure such as the automated waste collection system. And India's Minister of New and Renewable Energy, Prasar Joshi, visited Gift City to see the innovative system in action and to understand its operations. Tapas Bhattacharya reports.
Gift City in Gujarat continues to shine as a beacon of innovation and sustainability with its state-of-the-art infrastructure, such as the automated waste collection system. This modern technology positions Gift City among the world's leading smart cities, showcasing a commitment to efficient, eco-friendly solutions. Union Minister of New and Renewable Energy, Prasar Joshi, visited Gift City and gained insights into the functioning of the AWCS plant. The minister was impressed by how the system streamlines waste management, enhancing the city's sustainability goals.
इंटरनेशनल फाइनेंशियल सर्विस सेंटर गिफ्ट सिटी में जो है उधर से काम करना एक अपने आप में एक गर्व की बात है। इरिडा को ये आज लेटर मिला है, मुझे पूरा विश्वास है इस IFSC में इरिडा एक न्यू हाइट पर पहुंचेंगी और इसके लिए और जहाँ तक गिफ्ट सिटी है, मैं पहली बार आया हूँ। गिफ्ट सिटी का कंसेप्ट ही तो एक तरह बहुत ही अनइमेजिनेबल है।
In a strategic move further bolstering Gift City's status as a green financial hub, the Indian Renewable Energy Development Agency, or IREDA, has incorporated a new company within the International Financial Services Centre, IFSC, at Gift City. This initiative reflects IREDA's mission to pioneer innovative approaches to green financing, promoting sustainable development through renewable energy investments. Union Minister Prasar Joshi was briefed on this significant development, marking another milestone in India's journey towards a greener future. The synergy between Gift City's advanced infrastructure and IREDA's green financing initiatives illustrates a forward-thinking approach to urban development and renewable energy. Tapas Bhattacharya's report, Gujarat, for DD India.
Let's take a quick look at other stories making the news today. And the Delhi Metro Corporation on Tuesday launched an awareness campaign on the occasion of World Suicide Prevention Day. As part of this initiative, the MRC has strategically placed banners and digital displays at prominent metro stations across Delhi to promote messages of hope and resilience. The campaign also extends to digital platforms with an active presence on social media to engage the public and raise awareness about mental well-being. The All India Institute of Medical Sciences inaugurated a dedicated tobacco cessation clinic in Delhi, and TCC, as it's called, is collaborative. It's a collaborative effort between the National Drug Dependence Treatment Center and the Institute's Department of Pulmonary, Critical and Sleep Medicine. The primary focus of this initiative is to support individuals who are suffering from tobacco addiction. Well, that's all we have in this edition of DD India Live, but let's know your thoughts on the news of the day. And for those of you on the go, you can get all the latest news and updates from India and across the world on the DD India mobile app. And that app is available on both Android and iOS platforms. Scan the QR code and download it now. We'll be back with more news as it breaks here on DD India. I'm Mark Lynn from all of us here in Delhi. Thanks for watching DD India Live. Namaste.